I think for those of us who are on a very intentional healing journey and like have been on it for a while, in 2025 was likely like this often life-shattering situation. I mean, like situation after situation after situation. I know other folks experience this as well, a shattering, and also a piecing back together, right? That it's this idea of being whole always, and also being pieced and parsed by the construct, the perception of being pieced and parsed, and the remembering that that is only true if we decide it is, and that remembering can be, even within spiritual circles, made into this thing that is like this fully dramatic, horrible process. You know, the people who spiritually bypass, who don't want to do shadow work because they've been taught that shadow work is too dark, too hard, not necessary. Well, there's those of us who know there's some beautiful ways in which the shadow can arrive and we could be friends with it. And I'm sitting here with Earth on this moment in between the rains and having deep, deep gratitude. Because it's even in this is the moment of remembering for me. These moments elicit this really beautiful remembering that I am of Earth, Earth is of me. And there are so many offerings that come. This wind blowing, the texture of the clouds, the water flowing. There's so much happening underneath that water. If you pay attention, you can see there's a flow underneath. I don't know if that's another current or fish, and it doesn't necessarily matter what it is. It's just the noticing and holding gratitude for the spaces that we can find ourselves in if we choose, where remembering happens. It doesn't always have to be this fully dramatic occurrence. Sometimes it is, and that's okay too. This moment here I wanted to share, just in terms of like, there's so much horribleness happening in the construct world, and it's real, and my empathic self needs it, wants it to stop. And also, there's moments like this. There's moments like this that help remember. It doesn't have to be the way the construct is giving us. You know, like the possibilities of our experiences are so far beyond what patriarchy, white isolation, and capitalism are offering us. For those of us who are remembering truly our divinity, who we are, why we're here, it's not about telling everybody else to change or telling everybody else the world can be different. It is about making choices and decisions and opening up doors that allow for small moments like this. And I know that there is this, I want to acknowledge the privilege that comes from being able to access a moment like this. I also want to acknowledge that my life is not as privileged as one might assume it is by this moment. And also it is, right? So anyway, it's this beautiful moment of the earth reminding me I am part of something much greater than misogyny, than separation, than accumulation. I am part of an interdependent cycle that will right itself. It is writing itself. And this is what is looking at me as I say these words. Hi, baby. Blessings and love to all on their individual journeys and for the greater good. Unfettered and infinite love and gratitude.